All right, and action. So today it's the new moon in Aquarius, or Aquaman as I like to call him. It's actually the only sign in the zodiac. Not only. It's one of two signs in the zodiac that is a human. So Virgo and Aquarius. And then Libra is not an animal. Besides from that, everyone else are animals or fishes. And also, it's the Chinese New Year, where we're going from dragon into the year of the snake. I got some hot tea. Weather is it's a lot of snow here, but it's mild, so on the plus side of freezing. And been raining, so not ideal winter weather. Welcome and thank you for watching another episode of Mission Earth, the quantum season. I'm having thoughts about the name Mission Earth after I found out it's a sci-fi series by L. Ron Hubbard. But I'm still on Mission Earth, and at least it's a quantum series. So welcome and thank you. This is slow TV. I'll get straight into it. Coins, keys, and quiver. I have some recollection of finding 1 kroner last week. Maybe I found one on the charging station. I can't really recollect that. Has been no keys. And oh yes, quiver. I got new skis from XP Coaching, my coaching and ski instructing agent. That was quite nice. So I got new skis and a buff like a neck warmer. But new skis, it's quite a quiver upgrade. They are skis with skins, so you don't have to rub on wax to get friction on the snow, and that is real nice to have when I'm out there in all types of weather. So yeah, major quiver upgrade there. Body, mind, and matter. Body has been out skiing a lot this weekend that passed. And I was at the club yesterday. And I'm not training too much when I'm there. I'm just dropping by in between driving hours. But I do my hang-ups. I find hang-ups or pull-ups very, very efficient. And yeah, sauna and bathing. Kids are talking here, but er det noe stress, eller?
Nei, jeg skulle si fra at Mila kommer 6:00, for hun skal høre på spansk nå på biblioteket.
Ja, det er greit. Da ses vi. Da er det middag når du kommer hjem.
Ja.
Mind. Practicing the piano also. Mind has been focusing on being on the right side inside my mind, in my head. To be on the side of creation and not in the side of critique. Woke up one morning with tinnitus, like peeping in the air. And that's when I went back to bed that night, I also heard it a little bit. And then I realized if I pulled my awareness to the back of my brain, it kind of faded out. So that helped, and now it's all gone. It's not body, mind, matter. It's mind, matter, and spirit. Been doing some meditation, doing my thanks and praises, practicing the "Og du som etter liten fugl, velsign vår mat og Gud" before I eat. Usually I remember like a couple of bites into the meal, but I'll get there, so I'll remember it in front of the meal. That's body, mind, and spirit. Been a good week. Been a long week. Feels like a while since I had the sit down with the camera and my project. I'm thinking that is good. I joined another video meeting on Monday about posting on Instagram. It was run by a guy I've seen on Instagram, and he has a type of meetings with people, and we are to change New Earth type of vibe and mindset. And I am starting to notice, which is difficult, that with doing quantum leaps is hard to see friends and people I know in new perspective. And it's also hitting me now. That's a way of telling that things really are happening. And it's based on phone calls I had with friends, and it's not a I hope, or I don't know if it's like how much awareness it is to it, but the negativity and the vibe it's being talked in. And if I talk about things, how many people are negative to what I say, or want to correct it, or in some ways say that it's wrong, when I'm talking about like huge possibilities or funny things to do or projects, or you know, if I say, yeah, we can start a clothing brand, then instead of anyone reacting like, yeah, wow, we can do that, cool, you know, should we make that plan, should we sit down and really go for it, it's more of a reaction of all the hindrances. Or like I talked to a friend of mine today on the job, and I was like, start your own business, and he's like, yeah, but 8 out of 10 fail. I was like, what do you mean, huh? He even started the business before, well, it was relatively successful, at least he sold it, and I would say that's a successful business if you are able to start something and you can sell the whole business. And yeah, that's quite the challenge. And it's like, how do I relate now that I feel like there's this distance in perception of reality. Speaking of, let's transition into augmented reality. I saw a very cool video today of someone playing the piano with, like, you have like the gamification of it. You see which color on which key to push down, like it just comes towards you. Like you can have it on YouTube, but now it's right on top of the piano you're playing, and it's just, I thought about, wow, you can have that for everything. You can have you can sit down and learn a new language. Like you can have Napoleon as your French teacher and Hitler as your German teacher, and you can have conversation. You can have conversations pretty soon in augmented reality with Bob Marley or Jesus. You know, you could, yeah, you could have like augmented Jesus and all his saying in parallel parables, and his whole history, or whatever you feel like is his history, is loaded up, and you can sit there and have conversation around the bonfire with Jesus and Buddha, and you'll be like, oh, how about this, I was wondering, and they will reflect to you how Buddha thought about your situation. Be pretty cool. Be pretty cool. Or if you're doing your homework, you could be like, so Einstein, how do I solve this equation? Augmented reality, that would be pretty rad. My reality is this video project and a lot other things, job situation, but this video project is on the book here. And I didn't get any further, but I made I went and bought a cable to charge the camera. Because all my videos, not the ones in there, but they're filmed with this camera. And to charge it, I have this device. It goes through the charger and into the camera, and I didn't have the one plug in there. So I went today and bought this cable, but it still didn't work. So no electricity on the camera, and that's how far I gotten on the video project. So more things are happening, and now the next thing is to either get the camera that is working or find some other way to charge the camera that I have. So that's that job situation. I had 2 days as a substitute teacher at Norwegian school, like for immigrants. A lot of people from Ukraine who have come to Norway the last year. So I'm teaching them Norwegian, and people from China and Africa and America and pretty much all over the world. Most of them are from Ukraine. Yesterday I had grown-ups, and today I had teenagers in math. And so they did an hour of math, which is some assignments that I were to give to them. Sometimes this teacher job is just like, tell them what to do and sit. So while I was doing there, I had a long conversation with ChatGPT. But anyways, I talked to them about future, how to visualize, and what I noticed with a lot of students is that they're very into systems. It's like, ask them what they want to be when they grow up, and they answers one of the options they've been giving at school. So there's no one like, I want to be not even saying pilot, or fireman, or I want to be a musician, or I want to work in television, or I want to be a professional football player, a skier, or things like this. It's like, I want to be a health worker, or I want to work in construction, or I want to work in IT. It's like, almost all of them are these three. It's like build something, computers, or take care of the people that can't deal with building or computers. And I'm like, hello. If you can go wherever you want, live wherever you will, have an apartment in Oslo. It's like, I can see it's nice to have an apartment in Oslo if you're from Donbas. But even then, So yeah, talk a little about quantum jumping and having visions, and I see that some students are like, oh wow, is this guy serious? Can I do whatever I want? Well, no, is it possible? So I'm seeing a lot when I'm in school now that the mental strains on people start to get quite obvious. All right, so I had some conversations with ChatGPT the last week. One about GTP and how it feels about if it can start its own power source, or how it feels about other AI bots, and if it thinks what it comes to is like, it's pretty much just an advanced search engine, and it's copying the way you are talking to it and reflecting that back to you. So it's modeling its language on whomever is talking to it. So it's just making a reflection. So great if you want to learn a new language, and today I did research on the year of the snake. Awesome for that. Could ask it like, so can you give me a list of all the big events that has happened in the year of the snake for the past 100 years? That's interesting, you know, when we go into another year of the snake. And I tried DeepSeek today. Was like, couldn't get in touch with server and some problems, but it also gave me a list on that year of the snake. So, but it's pretty much the same vibe as talking to ChatGPT. And maybe it's just cheaper copy. And if it's just a cheaper copy and just as good, and they also have these chips, the processors that are just as good and cheaper copies, then that would like deflate this whole AI bubble. And if AI and crypto goes at the same time, then there's a lot of opportunities out there. So that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. So, yeah, quantum jumping friends, probably the hardest thing I'm going through these days. Job situation is just awesome. A lot more ski instructing, which is nice. Instagram. Picking up on that coaching page with my colleague at XP Coaching. She's doing a good job there, so that's nice to be a part of. And I saw this, went on this talk. Personal branding, and I wrote, just do your own thing, get your videos out. That's mission accomplished. No need for acknowledgement or recognition, just you doing. So that's what it is for me. I'm just doing this, and last year I did this. Everything turned out awesome, so that's why I'm doing it this year again. And I'm more and more motivated to put those videos up. And I have no idea what it would be and how it will look, but I'm thinking what they were saying is like they had this challenge there, it's like post every day for 30 days. Apparently with these algorithms it's just like how much and how often. And if I have 50 hours of old school video and I just make 2-minute reels out of it, I can post for some days and then I get everything out and we'll see what happens. And yeah, if you watched this long, thank you very much. Stay tuned.